What's up, world? Let me tell you about this beard growth oil I got from 12 tribes on Earth. 8 ounces of oily goodness with a nozzle that prevents sprays and spills, and soft ingredients that make it perfect addition to anyone's morning routine. From coconut to castor, all these oils are hand chosen. After using this herbal blend, the biggest thing I noticed is how soft and how strong my hair was, and how good I feel. Pick up your bottle today and make your beard the star of the show.
Once again, this government is demonstrating that they got plenty of money when it comes down to these illegals that are here. Donald Trump is showing he's no better than Joe Biden. He is also willing to pour out money to these immigrants. But as soon as we say the word reparations, see, we don't want to hear anything else about this government don't have money, because you have demonstrated over and over and over, especially over these past few years, oh, you got a money pit and you are willing to shell it out to anybody except for us. And here we go again. He is offering each undocumented immigrant $1,000 if they will just voluntarily self deport out of this country. There are millions of them here, y'all, and they are still willing to shell out 1,000 per undocumented immigrant. Millions of them are still here. So here we go again. They are willing to pay these immigrants that are illegally here over the descendants of slaves that really deserve it more. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all, let me get into this story. The Trump administration has announced a new program offering a $1,000 payment to people in the U.S. without immigration status as an incentive to return to their home country voluntarily. The Department of Homeland Security, DHS, outlined the initiative on Monday, pledging financial and travel assistance to undocumented immigrants who agree to leave the country using an app called CBP Home. That is a version of the app devised in the Biden administration called CBP One that gave people approaching the U.S.-Mexico border without official arrangements a strictly limited channel to request asylum in the U.S. and enter legally when issued an appointment. Donald Trump shut that down upon inauguration, as vowed, stranding many, and later changed its name and function so that CBP Home is a tool to exit the U.S., not enter. The agency claimed that the $1,000 payment would be issued only after the individual has returned to their home country, and it has been confirmed through the app. DHS made the announcement in a news release emphasizing many of the terms, some legally questionable, favored by the administration in its hardline anti-immigration policy, such as illegal alien and self-deport. If you are here illegally, self-deportation is the best, safest, and most cost-effective way to leave the United States to avoid arrest, said Kristi Noem, the DHS secretary. In the news release, DHS stated that one individual had already participated in the program, receiving a plane ticket for a flight from Chicago to Honduras, and additional tickets have already been booked for this week and the following week. The department estimates that even with the cost of the stipend, The program will decrease the costs of a deportation by around 70%. Currently, the DHS claims the average cost to arrest, detain, and deport someone from the U.S. is $17,121. The agency also stated in the announcement that individuals who use the CBP Home app to declare their intent to leave the U.S. will be deprioritized for detention and removal ahead of their departure, as long as they demonstrate they are making meaningful strides in completing that departure. The DHS further claimed that participation in the program may help preserve the option for an individual to re-enter the U.S. legally in the future. On Monday afternoon, Trump pushed similar claims, telling reporters from the Oval Office, "We're going to work with them so that maybe someday, with a little work, they can come back in if they're good people." But critics sounded the alarm. It is an incredibly cruel bit of deception for DHS to be telling people that if they leave, they will maintain the ability to return to the U.S. legally in the future, said Aaron Reichlin Melnick, a senior fellow at the American Immigration Council, in a social media post. Many people who might see this as an option would be put in a worse off legal position. So this is a trap. The new initiative centered on the Trump administration's concept of self-deportation, which is the notion that conditions in the U.S. can be made so unbearable for undocumented immigrants that they will choose to leave, is their latest action to crack down on immigration.
Let me know how you feel about this video. The government reaching deep in their pockets to give more money to these illegals. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.